So hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Java Guru Ravi, and today we are going to talk about some important decision that you are going to make in the upcoming days, that is your summer training. Actually, for all the second year students of LPU, we are supposed to conduct or cover 4 to 6 weeks summer training. So the students are having certain doubts regarding the summer training. So we have with us one of our student of second year, that is Mr. Alok Pandey. So we'll be talking about the summer training, some queries which are there with the students, and we'll try to address all those queries. So let us start with the discussion. So Alok, you are going to have certain doubts in your summer training process. So let us start with the discussion. So what is your first doubt?
Okay, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for having me. And sir, like my first doubt is, sir, like जैसे कि अभी हम लोग समर ब्रेक में हम लोग को मिल रहा है 2 महीने का, तो सर उसमें लाइक हम लोग को इन्होंने कैटेगरी में डिवाइड कर दिया है, नीश कैटेगरी एंड प्रोग्रामिंग कैटेगरी. तो सर ये क्या है, मतलब नीश क्या है और प्रोग्रामिंग क्या है, और हमें मतलब किस बेसिस पे डिवाइड किया गया है?
So yes, School of Computer Science and Engineering is having a training and placement department, and for the summer training they have classified the students into 2 categories. So the first category is programming category and the second category is niche category. So there is some criteria which is used for deciding the category of the students. So the first criteria you can say is based on the grades in your technical subjects that you have studied, which are important for the placements. So there is a criteria that says ki okay, if you are having B grade or above in all the 5 to 6 subjects that are there, out of them the first one is C++ programming, that is object oriented programming, CSE 202. Second subject is your Python programming. Third subject is your database management systems. Fourth subject is your data structures and algorithms, and fifth subject is, I think it is internet programming lab. So there are 5 to 6 subjects. You can find all the list of those subjects in the training and placement portal, where the list of subjects are given to you. And if you have gone through those subjects in the first 3-4 semesters and you have got B grade or above in all those subjects, it means you are in the niche category. If you have any subjects in which you are having the grade lower than the B, then you will be in the programming category. So this is the criteria of classifying this. So yes, you have some other doubt.
सर लाइक आई हैव डाउट इन माई माइंड. सर जो हम लोग को नीश कैटेगरी में डाले हैं, जो B+ अबव वाले स्टूडेंट्स हैं, तो सर मतलब उनको क्या एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट क्या मिलेगा, और प्रोग्रामिंग वालों को क्या मतलब नहीं मिलेगा एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट?
So basically the idea behind this classification is that we are going to prepare the student for the placements. So what we are feeling that if the students have already performed B grade or above in those subjects which are important for your placement, so they need to learn some skill. Some additional skill can be there which you should go through, which will help you to improve your skill set, which will help you to grab a better placement, because you are already satisfactory performances there in the subjects which are compulsory over there, 5-6 subjects that I have told you. So what they expect ki okay, these students can go for some additional course which is a skill development course, where you are learning something different apart from what you have already learned, because you are already performing B grade or above in those subjects. So it is okay for the placements, but you can add some more skills in your kitty. Maybe you are going for some additional course which you have not studied in your curriculum. So that is why niche category courses are some skill development courses, where you will be learning something new, will be having something additional. Basically you can say that there will be some technology or concept you will be learning which will help you to create certain projects, and it will populate your CV also with the additional project, additional training in your training section. So all these stuffs will be there for the niche category. But if you come to the second category, that is programming category. So programming category means if you are in programming category, it means somehow there is some course in which you could not perform that well. if you are having below B grade, it means there is some problem in a particular subject and you need to refresh that particular course. Maybe you did something very good in C++, but you could not perform in data structures. So it means you are in the programming category and you should go for such courses which will help you to improve these skills again, so that you can come to the category of the students which are placeable, which are going to meet the industry requirement. So very basic thing is कि if you could not perform in the subjects which are important for the placements, so you need to go for those courses so that you can improve those subjects. But if you are already performing well in those subjects, so niche category is there where you can add some more skills in your technology set, you can say. So this is the idea behind that.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच सर. सर लाइक जैसे कि कुछ बच्चों को सर मतलब नीश उनको मिल गया है, लाइक उनका प्रोग्रामिंग अच्छा नहीं है बट फिर भी मतलब लाइक उन्होंने चीटिंग करके या फिर कैसे भी सर्टिफिकेट लगा करके अगर उनको ग्रेड उनके अच्छे हैं और फिर उनको नीश में डाल दिए, तो सर उनको क्या नीश वाला ही मतलब वो कोर्स करना चाहिए कि मतलब प्रोग्रामिंग पे अपने ध्यान देना चाहिए ये 2 सेमेस्टर?
Okay, so this is something which is related to the honesty of the student, right? So first thing, we have to understand the idea behind this summer training. The idea behind the summer training is actually you are going to pursue this summer training course between your 4th semester and 5th semester. And you know that the companies are going to come to our campus from the just after the 5th semester. From the 6th semester, very first month, maybe in the December of the 5th semester, you will be getting the companies for the internship and OJTs. So it means this is the peak time where you have to focus on your skill sets. You must be placement ready by the end of your 5th semester. And it simply means placement ready means, as you already discussed this thing in the previous videos also, that placement ready means you should be having at least one technology, like you say Java, Python, maybe C++, in which you can do some development. You must be good in database management system. You must be good in data structures. You must be good in some development technologies, maybe a full stack or maybe other machine learning may be there, cyber security may be there, yeah, Android app development, mobile app development. Some technology should be there in which you can do your development. So these are some important subjects that you have to be ready with by the end of the semester 5. So it means during the semester you will not get a chance to brush up all those concepts. So the time is between the 4th semester and 5th semester. In June and July you are having your summer vacations, and these 4 to 6, 7 weeks time you can utilize to make yourself placement ready. So now coming to your question, कि suppose you got niche category because you could score the B grade or above in all those subjects, but you know that you are not good at,
Yes, sir.
right? So definitely you have been assigned the niche category. So there are some list of approved courses from the placement department. So first of all we'll have to understand this thing. Let's say you have been assigned the programming category or you have been assigned the niche category. So first of all you have to look into your category, which has already been, I think, sent to all the students through the LPU live message, LPU my messages. So you will be getting your category first of all. Let's say you got the niche category. So you have to go to the training portal 2026, and there are sections to see the list of approved courses for programming category, and there's separate option to see the list of approved courses for the niche category. So let's say you got the niche category but you want to refresh some of the course that you feel you are not good at, right? So in that case what you have to see is in the niche category courses only you can find such courses, right? Let's say you said that you are feeling not comfortable in Python programming, so you should find there some course which is related to Python, but that should be in the niche category course list. If you are in niche category or if you are in programming category, then you will have to pursue that particular course only, and that course must be from the list of approved courses.
Yes.
right? You cannot do the course from the programming category list if you are in niche category, or vice versa. So there is a third option also. If you feel ki okay, I don't find a suitable course in this particular list of approved courses, so there is an option, you can submit another course, but there are certain requirements that you need to fulfill. You feel ki okay, this course will be better for me, so you can submit that course details in the same portal for the consideration. That may be approved, that may be rejected also. So you have to wait for that course approval before joining it, because these courses may be costing you between from 2000 to I think 8 to 10,000 courses are also available in the list, right? So you have to be careful while choosing some other course, right? First of all, wait for it to get approved and then only enroll for that particular course. Still you have a time. You need to start maybe at the last week of your month of May, or maybe first week of June. So still you have approximately 1.5 months. So you can look for the list of the courses, and if you don't find over there, you can look for some alternate course and get submitted for the approval, and you can discuss with the concerned department so that you get it decided as soon as possible. Then only you need to pay.
Yes.
Right? Don't pay without the approval. Otherwise, later on, if it gets rejected, so your money will be wasted.
Yes.
Right? Second thing is, suppose you are not finding, let's say you are in niche category and you want to do some course related to maybe data structures or maybe Python programming, and you don't find in the niche category list. So what you can do is you can go for both two courses. That may be hectic, but trust me, one course will be hardly 2 hours in a day.
Yes, sir.
So even if you are going for two courses, so it will be hardly 4 hours in a day. So that is not too much if you want to get your skills better, right? If you feel ki okay, I am in the niche category, I am doing some course maybe related to cyber security, maybe machine learning, maybe full stack development, but I want to improve my data structures also, so I can enroll myself for additional course data structure, and that can be anyone. That is not bound to the list of approved courses, but your category related course must be in the list of approved courses. So this is what you can do.
एंड सर लाइक जैसे कि अभी नीश कैटेगरी में हम लोग को अलग अलग डोमेन और माइनर में सर कोर्स करना है, लाइक फुल स्टैक, मशीन लर्निंग, डीप लर्निंग. सर जैसे जिसका जैसे मेरा फुल स्टैक है, तो सर लाइक हमें अपने डोमेन में करना चाहिए, फुल स्टैक में करना चाहिए कि ये 2 मंथ में दूसरे मतलब टेक्नोलॉजी को सीखे, मशीन लर्निंग, डीप लर्निंग, या अपने वाले जो हमारा जो माइनर है उसी को अच्छे से ब्रश अप करें?
So this is a very good question. This is actually, if you generalize this question, so your question is something like which kind of course you should go for,
Yes, sir.
right? So first thing is, as I told you, it is training which will decide your future in the placements, right? This is the 2 months time, this is the 6 week time where you can make a drastic change in your skill set, right? So there are two things that you can think about. The first thing is, are you comfortable in all the subjects which are required for entry level job? Entry level job means, when I say entry level job, so one programming language, database management system, data structures, and your basic of operating system and computer organization, right? So if you are okay with those subjects, then you can think about some skills. As I said, in the niche category, you can go for full stack development. Maybe you are learning something related to Angular or React, or maybe you are going for machine learning, maybe you are going for the data science. That is totally your choice, right? But if you feel ki okay, as you said ki I want to do data structure, although you are in niche category, then you need to focus on that. The first priority is there. You have to do this self introspection ki are you okay with all the subjects which are mandatory for almost every placement drive. Every company is going to ask you database related questions, data structures related questions. They are going to ask you basic competitive coding questions, programming question. If you think about the companies having the packages more than 10 lakhs. So it means you need to first of all introspect ki are you satisfied with your performance in those subjects? If yes, then you can think about any subject. right? Now the second thing, if you are okay with those subjects, then you will go for some other subject. It means you are already in niche category,
Yes, sir.
right? But if you are in programming category, so don't think about anything different. Just focus on the subjects which are required for the placement, because you need to improve your fundamentals over there,
Yes, sir.
right? Now coming to the second part, if you are in niche category, now your question is, you have all the options open. Maybe you are in the data science specialization, that is your minor, maybe data science, and you are looking for something related to full stack. So yes, you can think about that also, because once you got your minor in any particular discipline, maybe machine learning, maybe cyber security, maybe full stack, so you are going to study 4, 5, 6 subjects of that particular discipline already.
Yes, sir.
So doing the same course, if you will be doing the same training in the same field, so it will be overlapping somewhere. Like you are in data science, so you are already going to learn some Python or R programming, but again you are doing the same thing in the summer training, so that is wastage of the resources. And the most important resource here is the time, because I told you, you don't have the time over there. In the 5th semester, you will hardly get too much of time. So 6th semester is your placement drives, right? So you have these 6 weeks which you have to utilize in the best possible manner. So do not choose some overlapping course, but yes, if you feel ki data science is your minor, but you are not comfortable in these things, maybe R programming or Python, then you can think about that course. Again, here it's your totally your own introspection, your own evaluation is there. Are you okay with the basics of Python and R programming for this data science? Similarly, if you are in full stack, so are you okay with HTML, CSS, JavaScript? If you are not, so then you can think about that kind of course, right? If you are not comfortable with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you have chosen your specialization or minor in the full stack, then you have to work upon that, because later on you are going to learn something related to advanced concepts like Angular, Node, React, all those steps, so that will be difficult. But if you are okay, then you can think about something different also,
Yes, sir.
right?
सर लाइक मेरे माइंड में एक और क्वेश्चन आया सर, जैसे हम लोग अभी जैसे समर ट्रेनिंग के बाद वापस आएंगे कैंपस में ये कोर्स करने के बाद, सर जैसे जो फर्स्ट कंपनीज आती हैं, जैसे आपने बोला 5th सेमेस्टर के बाद ही कंपनीज आती है, तो सर वो मतलब क्या चीज़ ज़्यादा उनको मतलब रिक्वायरमेंट उनकी रहती है, मतलब प्रोग्रामिंग की जो हमारा जो माइनर है उससे वो क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं कि प्रोग्रामिंग से ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं?
So first of all, after completing your summer training, there will be one presentation and term viva you can say for your summer training. So for that you have to submit your report, as well as you have to appear for the presentation, whatever summer training you have done. Okay. So that is the evaluation process, right? Second thing is, you are talking about the placements. So as I said, the placements are going to be conducted from the 6th semester, so it depends on the company. Generally in the 6th semester we are going to get the companies who are hiring the students for the internship, followed by maybe a full-time job or maybe only internship. So most of the companies who are offering the internship, like this year the packages means stipend for those internship was ranging from 40,000 to 1 lakh also. So in that case they are going to simply check your data structures and competitive coding skills. They are not going to talk about other things. They are simply interested in competitive coding skills. They are hiring you based on that plus your skill set. Means if you are in data science, so data science related. If you are in machine learning, so in the machine learning related. If you are in full stack, the full stack related. But criteria to shortlist the students will be competitive coding. They may be asking you to appear for some coding test, followed by technical interview, followed by HR interview, and so on. So for internship you can say that it is competitive coding and data structures primarily.
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच सर. सो सर लाइक मेरा एक और क्वेश्चन है सर, लाइक जैसे मैं लिंक्डइन पे जैसे डेली फीड में देखते रहता हूँ, तो मैं फॉलो करता हूँ संदीप जैन सर को, जो गिग्स फॉर गिग्स के फाउंडर हैं. तो उन्होंने शायद डे बिफोर यस्टरडे और फिर 4-5 दिन पहले एक तो पोस्ट डाला था, उसमें उन्होंने लिखा था कि लाइक जब मतलब वो अपने कॉलेज डेज में थे तो उन्होंने ये गलती की थी कि वो इंटर्नशिप नहीं किए थे। वो मतलब जैसे कि उन्होंने बोला ना कि इंटर्नशिप फर्स्ट ईयर से ही करना स्टार्ट कर देना चाहिए स्टूडेंट्स को, क्योंकि कोई भी स्किल हम लोग कभी भी सीख नहीं सकते, पूरा मास्टर नहीं कर सकते कि हम चाहें कि पहले सीख ले फिर करें, सीख ले तब करें, ऐसा नहीं होता। क्योंकि मेरे साथ भी ऐसा है कि जैसे मैं फर्स्ट ईयर में आया था तो पहले मैं सोचा था पहले सीख लूँगा फिर सेकेंड ब्रेक में करूँगा, बट उस टाइम भी मैंने नहीं किया। अब सोच रहा हूँ कि पहले फुल स्टैक अच्छे से सीख लूँ, डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स में अच्छे से ग्रिप कर ले, फिर अच्छे से सीखे। तो सर मतलब क्या हमें करना चाहिए, मतलब कि अभी जैसे हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन है ना, या तो प्रोग्रामिंग कर सकते हैं और दूसरा ये भी है कि जैसे कि हमें अगर इंटर्नशिप मिल रही है कहीं पे तो इंटर्नशिप करें। तो सर क्या करना चाहिए?
Yes, it is related to the internship. So first of all, this internship can be applicable to only the niche category students, right? Because programming category students will have to first of all improve their fundamentals, right? So if you are in niche category, now the second thing is, are you getting the opportunity? Okay, I am in niche category and I am interested to do some internship, but nobody is offering.
Yes sir.
So the biggest challenge is ki, are you getting the internship options? Because for a second year student, the number of opportunities are very less, and whatever opportunities are there, they are appearing in January, February, March only, right? So if you have already applied, like one of my student has applied for ISC Bangalore,
Yes sir.
and they have simply given the task to be completed, and if you submit it, then you will be shortlisted maybe for the further round of interview, and then you will be selected. So that was a great opportunity, but it was already gone,
Yes sir.
right? He has to submit it maybe by the first week of April. So this kind of opportunities are there, but they are very limited, and students are getting the information either very late or they are not getting, right? So if you are proactive, then you can find it out. Second option can be there, that you want to do internship. So for that you have to have certain links in the companies. Maybe your brother, maybe your relatives are in the company, so you can take the help of those people. If you have somebody known in the company, IT company, then you can ask them ki, okay, can you get me inside the company for the internship? Definitely certain programs, training programs or internship programs are running in most of the companies, but they are not open for everybody. Generally they are hiring some students or maybe employees, and then they are providing the training. So if you are having certain contacts over there, so they can be joining, they can be allowing you to sit in that internship. So that can be another option. Third thing are certain programs are regularly running, that again, this is all about the information. If you have got the information, you could have applied for that. So these are the things. So overall, if I summarize this, so hardly if you talk about the internship in the industry, so hardly 1% student is getting the industry internship after second year, hardly 1%. So this is very rare, but yes, if you will get that internship, so this will improve your technical skill, plus it will provide you the exposure to the industry development environment. You will come to know ki, means you have learned some programming language, but how it is applied in the industry, how it is used in the industry, what kind of software they are working, what kind of methodology they are working, what is the work culture over there, all these things you will come to know. And this is extremely important, because otherwise as soon as you will go to the company, you will find a drastic change between your student life and the professional life. So if you get the chance to be the part of the industry during your summer training or internship, so you should check up that particular chance. You should not leave it, right?
So sir, if we will do that internship, so we have to do course also from university.
I think for that also, if you get the internship option, that should be of limited period, 4 to 6 weeks as per the criteria. So if you get that kind of opportunity, so you should submit that offer letter to the placement and training and placement portal, and I think they will not be having any kind of objection to approve this if it is offered by some reputed companies, right? So they will be allowing you.
सर एंड सर लाइक अभी जैसे कि मैंने कहीं पे अप्लाई किया है मेरे लिंक्स से। तो सर लाइक उन्होंने ये बोला है कि हम आपको ऑफ़र लेटर दे देंगे स्टार्टिंग में, बट ये है कि मतलब वो जैसे कि सिर्फ 2 महीने के लिए नहीं करना है, उस पीरियड से फिर हम मुझे खुद रिज़ाइन करके आना पड़ेगा। अगर हम खुद से रिज़ाइन करेंगे तो हमें वो नहीं मिलेगा एप्रिशिएशन का और एक्सपीरियंस लेटर। सो सर लाइक अगर वो नहीं मिलता फिर हम वापस कैंपस में आते हैं तो लाइक उससे हमें मतलब कोई इफ़ेक्ट तो नहीं होगा ना, कि जैसे हमारे को रीअपीयर तो नहीं आएगा इस सब्जेक्ट में।
This is very important. I have already told you. Whenever you will come back to the campus in August, September, October, you have to appear for your interim practical
यस सर।
for the summer training, and you have to submit your certificate of completion of the internship. So if you are leaving in between your internship, then it will not be the case where you will get the certificate.
Yes,
So if you don't get the certificate, definitely you are going to be getting the R grade. So in this end term presentations, you have the R grade reappear, right? Resubmission you can say. So make sure before joining the industry ki whether it is as 4 to 6 weeks or not. If it is 3 months, then you will have to complete 3 months over there. So in that case you will not be able to complete it, because you have June, July, then August will be your third month in the industry. So how you will do this in the industry? Otherwise you can miss the classes in the August month. So that will be a problem.
So we will get any OGT?
OJT is when you get hired by the company. That will be in the 4th year.
Not
OJT means, as I told you, in the 6th semester you will get the companies who will hire you maybe for internship, maybe for OJT. OJT means on job training, means they will be hiring you and then they will be putting you on some training for maybe 3 months, 6 months and so on. So in that case it is not possible for the second year students.
एंड सर लाइक बस एक और रिक्वेस्ट है मेरी आपसे सर, लाइक एज यू ऑलरेडी मेंशन कि सर लाइक जो मतलब जिनका लिंक रहता है वो पहले ही अप्लाई कर देते हैं कंपनीज में, बट सर हम लोग के साथ क्या होता है एज ए स्टूडेंट, मेरे साथ भी और भी जो मेरे क्लासमेट्स हैं सर, हम लोग अपना CV ही नहीं रेडी कर पाते हैं। अभी तक हम लोग सोच रहे हैं कि पहले CV बनाएंगे तब जा कर के वो अप्रूव करेगा जो सॉफ्टवेयर होता है ATS। तो सर उसके ऊपर प्लीज़ आप एक वीडियो बना दीजिएगा जिससे हम लोग को बहुत हेल्प हो जाएगी प्लीज़।
Actually, if you are the part of LPU fraternity, then you are already getting your PP classes, where professional enhancement classes are going on, where they are asking you to prepare the CV from the beginning itself. From the second year, they are asking you, they are giving you the format and they are asking you to put the content. Then professional enhancement team is already looking into your CV, all the aspects they are checking. But the important point is when you talk about a CV, so there are 3 to 4 sections that you have to populate properly. The first one is your technical skills. You should not write any random technology. Like I have seen many students, they have learned C, C++, Python, Java up to 4th semester, they write all 4. So do not write all 4, write only 2 if you are good in 2. If you are good in all 4, then you can definitely write all 4. But you need to write only those which you are good at. You cannot write anything, because the interviewer is going to ask the question from the CV itself. Whatever you will be writing will be checked. Second thing that is there in the CV is your training and internships. So there again I told you this summer training is going to be the part of your CV. So if you are choosing the training randomly, so it will diversify your CV. Diversify in the negative sense. Means suppose you have said ki okay, I have done my training in cyber security, but your specialization is full stack development or maybe machine learning. So this is not having a sync.
Yes.
So this is a negative thing, right? So try to get some training related to that particular field or something which is complete in all aspects, right? Only 1 6-week training in the cyber security may not make you expert in that thing, right? So try to make a sync over there, do some fruitful training, Now let's say another thing. I said, okay, I am having A plus grade in C programming, but still I am doing the C training in the summer training. So that is not good,
Yes, sir.
right? So try to choose the best training for you. You are going to invest your money, that is a secondary thing, but you are going to invest your time, that is the most important thing. So those 6 weeks you have to utilize in the best possible manner. You can consider these 6 weeks like 6 semesters.
Yes, sir.
It is going to decide your future, what you are going to get in the 6th semester or maybe 7th semester or maybe in 8th semester. So do it wisely. Do not just do this. Majority of the student, what they do, they think, okay, this is a course which is online, I'll just enroll and I'll share my credentials with some of my friend and he will be completing this. So this is a complete wastage of time and money, right? You have to do it properly. So that's why I said ki choose whatever you want to do. What I will feel, let's say I am not that good in academics, so I'll feel ki okay, Alok has taken a Python programming course, so I will also take the Python programming course, although I don't have any interest in Python. Why I will take the Python program? Because Alok has already taken, he will complete his course and I will also share my credentials, he will complete my course also along with his own. So this is the problem. Don't do this kind of tricks. You have to use this training not as a part of your curriculum, as a part of your professional growth. You are going to be in the industry based on this summer training and your technical skills. So please go for a course in which you feel you need some kind of inputs and do it properly. 2 hours in a day is not too much. 2 hours in a day you can invest, and generally most of the courses will be either in the evening. Like I am offering one course related to data structures and algorithms, so that is in the evening, maybe I think it is 6 to 8. So in the evening 6 to 8 you can dedicate your time. Rest every time is yours. You can use it for your own fun and frolic, but those 2 hours you should invest properly. This is an investment, I said. This summer training is your investment which will give you results in the 6 semesters, right? So this is one thing, that choose your course wisely and do it properly, right? Do not do it just for the completion of the requirement by the university, right? This is the important point.
तो सर लाइक हम लोग जब अपना लास्ट पॉडकास्ट किया तो उसमें आपने बात किया था कि लाइक आपका भी हमेशा कोर्स आता है समर ट्रेनिंग पे, तो सर लाइक इस बार अभी जैसे आपका C++ और DSA का है, मैंने चेक किया था उसमें, तो सर लाइक उसमें हम लोग कैसे अप्लाई कर सकते हैं, कैसे इनरोल कर सकते हैं? एंड सर मेनली जो मतलब मैं आपके वीडियो शेयर करते रहता हूँ जावा के भी अपने फ्रेंड्स लोग के साथ जो इस यूनिवर्सिटी के नहीं है, दूसरे यूनिवर्सिटी के हैं, और सर उनको पढ़ना है, तो सर क्या वो ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं ये कोर्स?
So similar to the last year also I offered one summer training course, 6-week summer training course, that was solving competitive coding problems. So this time that was for niche category. This time I am offering 2 courses basically. One will be taken by me, that is fundamentals of data structures using C++. So this time this course is for the programming category students, those who are in the programming category and they want to learn the basics of data structures. Basically this course will be from very basic to beginner level of competitive coding. Means you will be learning fundamentals, then you will be implementing the fundamentals, then you will be solving the beginner level of competitive coding problems. It means that you will be prepared for the companies having packages up to 10 lakhs. Beginner level when I say, so it is the package up to 10 lakhs, right? So this course is offered by me, and we have kept the fees is also minimum. It is only 2,000 rupees, right? And other courses are also there from other maybe companies, or maybe other channels are also offering. So the fees is also a factor, where sometimes you get a course with 8,000 rupees also, 10,000 rupees also. So we have kept it minimum so that the students who want to learn, they can join But the point is कि last time also we faced this problem कि I offered this course and students enrolled and the seats got full in the first 15 days only,
Yes, sir.
right? So other students they came to me कि okay, can we get some more seats? So there is no option. So this time also the same thing is going to happen. The course is already available. So in the approved list of courses, if you go to the programming courses, so you will find this course also, fundamentals of data structures using C++, and resource person name is Ravikant Sahu. So there you will get a link to register. So you can register from there and you can join this. Again, you have to be very careful. You have to register for that course only when it belongs to your category. So make sure, last time this kind of problem occurred that some students from programming category enrolled to my course which was in the niche category. So this time I request all of you, if you are in programming category, then only you need to register for the course. If you are in niche category, so do go for those courses who are listed in the approved list of courses in the niche category, right? Second thing is a second course also which is offered by one of my colleague. We have already done that course in the last year. Dr. Om Prakash Yadav. So he is also offering a programming category course that is for object-oriented programming using C++. So for that also we have kept the fees as minimum so that the students who want to learn C++ they can enroll, right?
सर पहले मेरे माइंड में 2 क्वेश्चन थे, अब 3 हो गए हैं। सर सबसे पहला कि सर लाइक आपने बोला कि जो फीस है बहुत मिनिमम है, वो सच में सर बहुत मिनिमम है सर, क्योंकि जैसे कि और भी जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है यूडेमी, गीक्स फॉर गीक्स, उनके चार्जेस हाई हैं। और लाइक जैसे कि मैं आपसे पढ़ रहा हूँ, आप इतना अच्छा पढ़ा रहे हो, सबसे पहला मतलब यही है कि मतलब आप इतना फ़ीस कम क्यों रखे हो। और सर दूसरा ये कि अभी आपने बोला कि मतलब लिमिटेड सीट्स हैं, सर मतलब क्यों लिमिटेड सीट्स हैं? मतलब ये तो ऑनलाइन मोड है ना, इसमें तो क्लास में नहीं बैठना, बेंच में नहीं बैठना। अगर पढ़ने वाले बच्चों को पढ़ना है तो सर अलाउ करना चाहिए आपको। और सर तीसरी बात ये है कि सर मैं भी नीश कैटेगरी में हूँ और मुझे भी ज्वाइन करना है आपका, तो मैं क्या करूँ अब?
So answer of all the 3 questions I have already given. So first question you said ki why the fees is minimum. Answer I have already given, because I am offering this course for everybody who want to learn.
Yes, sir.
Right? There should not be a constraint that you will be unable to join my course because the fees is high. Right? Let's say you want to learn data structure, so the fees is minimum. There should not be even a single thought that the same kind of course is offered by some other channel in 1,500 only. So I am keeping it minimum so that this thought should not be there in your mind कि I want to learn data structure but the fees of the Ravikant sir is 3,000 but other course with the 2,000 is available. So this can be a distractor. So there is only thing that you have to decide, are you interested to learn data structure and are you interested to learn from Ravikant sir? This is the only thing. So there is no bar, there is no restriction of amount. First thing. Second thing, why the seats are limited? Seats are limited because of the platform restriction, right? When we are going to conduct this in the online mode, so every platform is having some limitation, maximum number of students or members that can join. So there is like in normal, if you talk about Google Meet, so there is a restriction of 100 people. If we are going to conduct in maybe Teams app, so again there is a restriction. In the Zoom we have a restriction that session can be of only 45 minutes. So for that you have to purchase the premium versions, so that may not be available. Second thing is ki, as I said, ki I have offered this course for those who want to learn. So if the batch size will be more than maybe 150, so in that case it might be possible that there are 10 students having doubts, so I will not be able to take the doubts of all the students. So the batch size cannot go beyond a particular limit, otherwise the students will find that I am getting unanswered.
Yes, sir.
right? So the answer is the same thing. If you want to learn, so you can register as soon as possible, and if you will be having any doubts, so that can be answered only when the batch size is limited, right? And fees is minimum, so there is no problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so all three questions are answered.
Sir, my question is not answered.
Which one?
Sir, like I'm in niche category.
Okay, I answered that one also. Ki if you are in niche category and still you want to do some course which is in the programming category, so you have to do 2 courses. It means instead of 2 hours, you will be investing 4 hours.
Yes, sir.
Right? Again, the same thing. Why you are doing 4 hours? Why not 2 hours? Because you want to do this.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Right? You want to do this. In regular classes also, you are every day 5 to 6 hours engaged. Na? In that, you will be engaged hardly 4 hours.
Yes, sir.
So still, and to be very honest, during the summer, this 6 to 8 period is where the people avoid going outside.
Yes, sir.
6 to 8 is where you will be having hot and humid conditions.
Yes.
So the time is also there where you can sit in the room and you can study something, right?
Exactly.
So if you want to do this course additionally, you can do that.
Okay, so मैं व्यूअर्स को बताऊंगा कि लाइक जो भी सर जो देख रहे हैं ये वीडियो को, अगर मिल रहा है कोर्स तो ज़रूर सर का परचेज़ करें, क्योंकि सर मतलब ये सर का नाम ही काफ़ी है सच में, क्योंकि मैं तो सर की क्लास ले करके देख चुका हूँ सर, मुझे इतना मतलब फ़ायदा होता है आपसे पढ़ करके, क्या ही बोलूँ। एंड सर लास्ट क्वेश्चन एक है मेरे माइंड में सर, जो मेरे बहुत सारे जो क्लास में बहुत सारी हम लोग की बातें चलते रहते हैं व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स में कि सर लाइक ये एलपी वाले जो हैं फैकल्टी लोग हैं, हम लोग को चैन से समर ब्रेक भी नहीं एंजॉय करने दे रहे। बहुत लोग मतलब बच्चे लोग का ऐसा है कि मतलब हमें समर ब्रेक में ये ट्रिप में जाना था, वो ट्रिप में जाना था, ये शादी है, वो शादी है, बट उसकी वजह से अब वो नहीं हो पाएगा। तो सर लाइक जहाँ तक मुझे समझ आता है कि हाँ ठीक है, मतलब 2 महीने अपने ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करने चाहिए, बट सर आप अपना इंसाइट्स दीजिए इसमें।
दोनों चीज़ें हैं आलोक। देखो, फर्स्ट थिंग इज़ आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, मैं भी शुरू से यही मानता हूँ कि आइदर यू वर्क फॉर 3 years और यू वर्क फॉर नेक्स्ट 30 years। सीधी सी बात है।
यस
If you will work for the first 3 years of your B.Tech, you will enjoy for the next 30 years. This is 100% true. Those who have worked for the first 5 semesters, now these 3 years have become 2.5 years.
यस सर।
If you worked properly in the first 2.5 years, we have live examples in LPU also. If you have worked 2.5 years in the beginning, you will get placed in some good company. This time also I'll try to acknowledge here Devans Nigam. You have seen Devans Nigam, he worked hard for the first 2 years. He did Oracle certification in the 3rd semester, 4th semester, before the start of Java. How many of we do this thing? He did this CodeChef certification in the 4th semester. So by the 4th semester, he was having Oracle certification plus CodeChef certification. He got placed in Amazon.
Yes.
In the 7th semester, he was getting 70,000 approximately stipend. Whereas the other students who enjoyed in the first 2-3 years, they were studying here in the campus. See the difference.
Attending class.
The first 3 years, if you have worked hard, now the 4th year will be 70. This time you talk about the students who got placed in Amazon. Like again another student of mine, we have Hemant Rishi,
Yes, sir.
right? So he got placed in Amazon. He got an internship of 1 lakh rupees per month. Just think about. Now he got 1 lakh rupees internship just because he worked for the first 2 years. Again he did the Oracle certification in the 4th semester,
Yes.
right? So it's your choice. You want to work for the 3 years or for 30 years. Now if you get placed in a company, a normal company which will give you average package is around 5 to 6 lakhs. So if you get 50,000 in Bangalore, so how much you will save? You will keep on working for the next 10 years to get into that level where you will be comfortable. Whereas if you are getting an internship stipend of 1 lakh rupees, forget about 1 lakh, even if you get 50,000 per month, you will be comfortable in any city. 50,000 per month, you are comfortable in Bangalore also,
Yes, sir.
right? So this is your choice. You want to invest these 2 months or not? Second thing is, even if you want to enjoy your holidays, you said you want to go for a trip. How many days you need for a trip? 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 1 week?
Yes, sir.
1 week? So you have 1 week, na? You have 1 week. What is the time? You will be having 6 weeks training. Most of the trainings, if you see, is starting from the June 1st week. June 1st week to July, hardly up to 15. From 1st June to 15 July, like my course is starting from 3rd June.
Yes.
And it will be going, it is a 5-week course, so it will be going up to 5th or 6th July.
Yes, sir.
So from 5th July to 25th July, you have again 20 days.
Yes, sir.
20 days are there, plus your exams will be ending in the by the end of 25th May.
Yes, sir.
So you will be free on 25th May. 25th to 3rd June, again you have 7 days. So you can have a trip before your summer training, and you can have a trip after your summer training also,
Yes, sir.
right? But that 6 week is an investment. You get refreshed with the trip and do that training properly. Whatever training, I am not saying mine, any training you are doing, do it properly. Take a break before that, 1 week, 4 days trip you can enjoy. You can go to your hometown, you can enjoy there. But during the training also, full day you are free. You have to do only 6 to 8 or 6 to 9.
Yes, sir.
Only 2-3 hours you have to invest. Rest 15 hours you can spend with your family, relatives, and it is online mode. So even if you are in your mausi house, your mama house, still you can attend the training,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Full day you can enjoy with the family and relatives, and then 6 to 8 you can say, okay, I am going to attend my classes, please do not disturb.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you can attend this. It totally depends on you how you manage your time.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. My all doubt are clear right now.
तो आई होप आलोक आपके डाउट सारे क्लियर हो गए हैं, और हमारे जितने व्यूवर्स हैं उनको भी आई थिंक क्लैरिटी मिलेगी. फिर से एक बार समराइज कर देते हैं फॉर द बेनिफिट ऑफ द व्यूवर्स कि फ़र्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आप अपना यूएमएस में माई मैसेज चेक करोगे कि आप किस कैटेगरी में हैं, अगर आप प्रोग्रामिंग में हैं या फिर नीचे कैटेगरी में हैं. फिर आपने क्या करना है, आपको प्लेसमेंट ट्रेनिंग वाले पोर्टल में जाना है 2026 वाला. The link I will share in the description box. So you will go to the link. You can check your category over there also. Otherwise help you my messages. You have got this category. check करने के बाद there is an option कि okay, list of approved courses for niche category and list of approved courses for programming category. So if you are in programming category, you have to see the list of the approved courses for programming. अगर आप niche category में तो niche category वाली लिस्ट देखनी है. फिर वहाँ पे आप पहले डिसाइड कर लो कि आपको करना क्या है. So you can browse through the list and you can select a course. While selecting the course, be choosy. ऐसे be choosy. Choose क्या करना है आपको, first of all who is the trainer. It may be some company. बहुत सारी कंपनीज भी करा रही हैं, बहुत सारे LPU फैकल्टी भी करा रहे हैं, बहुत सारे आउटसाइड फैकल्टी मेंबर्स और इंस्ट्रक्टर्स भी करा रहे हैं इंडिविजुअली. तो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज कि इस कंपनी का नाम है तो अच्छा होगा.
Yes, sir.
दिस इज़ द बिगेस्ट फैक्टर दैट मे डिस्टर्ब योर एनालिसिस. आपने ये नहीं देखना है कि किस कंपनी का टैग लगा हुआ है. अगर मैं बोल रहा हूँ कोई रैंडम XYJ कंपनी अगर करा रही, तो XYJ कंपनी कराने का मतलब ये नहीं कि वो उसका ब्रांड वहाँ पे कम्युनिकेट करने आ रहा है. दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू ट्रेन यू. आपने देखना है कि करा कौन रहा है. ठीक है, द रिसोर्स पर्सन हु इज़ गोइंग टू डिलीवर. ठीक है, तो एंड आई विल से कि आप उसकी डेमो की रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं. अगर आपको जैसे कि हमारा देखना है आपने, तो आप यूट्यूब चैनल हमारा है, यूट्यूब के चैनल का लिंक भी हम डाल देंगे. यू कैन सी द वीडियोज़ ओवर देयर. तो यू विल गेट एन आइडिया कि भाई अगर मैं 2000 रुपये भी दे रहा हूँ तो मेरे 2000 वर्थ इन्वेस्टिंग है कि नहीं है. इट माइट भी पॉसिबल कि 2000 रुपये रविकांत साहू चार्ज कर रहे हैं और वो ट्रेनिंग में कुछ नहीं पढ़ा रहे हैं, या उनको खुद ही नॉलेज नहीं है. राइट, तो ये चीज़ इंश्योर करना है, क्योंकि फिर से ये आपके करियर के लिए है. ठीक है, तो आपने वो चेक कर लेना है. सेलेक्ट करो कोर्स. ठीक है, प्राइस विल बी ए फैक्टर, बट थोड़ा बहुत डिफरेंस है तो बहुत ज़्यादा कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है. 2000 and 6000 इज अ बिग डिफरेंस, बट 2000 and 2500 इज नॉट अ बिग डिफरेंस. ठीक है, तो अगर ट्रेनर 2,500 वाला बेटर लग रहा है तो वो आप कर सकते हैं, या 5,000 वाली आप ट्रेनिंग करने को सोच रहे हैं, सेम काइंड ऑफ ट्रेनिंग 6,000 की और 6,000 वाला बेटर है तो डेफिनेटली 6,000 के लिए जा सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो दिस इज़ योर चॉइस, तो चूज़ इट प्रॉपरली एंड द लास्ट एंड द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज़ डू दैट ट्रेनिंग प्रॉपरली। वो सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट है। अगर चलो कि कोई गलती से, कई बार होता है कि बाद में पता चला कि यार ट्रेनर ठीक से नहीं करा रहा है, तो यू आर हैविंग दी ऑनलाइन क्लास, आप मेरी क्लास में पढ़ रहे हो, मैं अच्छा नहीं करा रहा हूँ, बट यू हैव ऑल द राइट टू आस्क द क्वेश्चन। आप बीच में डिस्टर्ब कर सकते हो मेरे को कि सर मेरे को ये समझ नहीं आया, प्लीज़ डिस्कस। फॉरगेट अबाउट कि 100 और बच्चे ज्वाइंट हैं क्लास में, आपको नहीं समझ में आया ना, यू हैव पेड योर ओन फीस, तो आप उसको डाउट को क्लियर करो। ट्रेनर विल बी बाउंड टू हैंडल योर क्वेरीज, ठीक है। तो आपको इस 6 वीक्स को यूटिलाइज करना इन द बेस्ट पॉसिबल मैनर। इन्वेस्टमेंट इज़ सेकेंडरी इन टर्म्स ऑफ मनी, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ टाइम इट इज़ प्राइमरी। ये 6 वीक आपको अब आगे नहीं मिलने वाले हैं, ठीक है। तो ये 6 वीक आप बेस्ट पॉसिबल वे में इन्वेस्ट करो, चूज़ करो कोर्स प्रॉपरली, अपनी कैटेगरी का चूज़ करो, रजिस्टर करो, डिसाइड करो एज सुन एज पॉसिबल, रजिस्टर करो। इट माइट बी अ सिनेरियो एज आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर ऑल्सो कि आपने कोई कोर्स डिसाइड किया बट उसकी सीट फुल हो गई। तो मैं अपने कोर्स के साथ ये मेरा ज़्यादा होता है, इसलिए आई एम रिपीटिंग इट कि डिसाइड करके इनरोल करो, बिकॉज इट इज़ टोटली फर्स्ट कम फर्स्ट सर्व। ये नहीं है कि आलोक मेरी क्लास का स्टूडेंट हो, आलोक को मैं एडिशनल बैकडोर एंट्री दिलवा सकता हूँ, है ना। तो दैट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू हैपन, so please take care of all these important points, right? Any other doubts, Alok?
Yes sir.
One more.
Yes sir, one more sir, like जैसे ऐसे भी है ना सर कि सर जैसे कि कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को LPU वाले यहाँ पे समर ब्रेक में भी रोक रहे हैं, रोकेंगे उनको अलग से ट्रेनिंग देने के लिए, सर वो क्या चीज़ है मतलब?
I think whatever you are discussing is related to some tentative plan. I am not sure about that. But what placement, training and placement department has decided this time कि we are going to conduct some screening test, right? Which will be again related to the core subjects like programming plus database plus data structures, and the students who will performing in the top level, the benchmark and the cutoff may be decided later. So those students will be selected and those students will be given a special training by the training and placement department. So for those students, these summer trainings will be exempted, means they are not supposed to undergo this summer training. For that, the summer training will be the same one that will be provided by the training and placement department of School of Computer Science and Engineering. And the objective here is that we are going to prepare the best students of the second year for the you can say best company which is coming for the placements in the campus. And the best companies are coming in the beginning itself, like you talk about Amazon, you talk about Optimizer, you talk about other companies who are offering packages up to 30 lakhs 40 lakhs. They will come very soon in the company after the 5th semester. Yes, okay. So that is a plan. This is going to be done for the very first time this time. So this is a plan this is an initiative taken by the School of Computer Science and Engineering Training and Placement Department. So this is an opportunity. If you feel ki okay, I am very good, you will appear for the test, and if you will be in the cutoff list, then you need not to undergo these trainings, summer trainings, and you will be staying maybe in the campus, and some outside agencies will be hired for providing you these special trainings. And these special trainings, if you are in the part of these special trainings, so obviously again you have to do these trainings in the best possible manner, because this can give you 1 lakh and above internship stipend, right?
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for clearing all my doubts. Now I have no questions.
So that's all about this video. I hope you got all your queries resolved related to your summer trainings. And still, if you have any doubts, you can post in the comment box. We will try to answer over there. And yes, if you have not subscribed to our channel, so you can subscribe to Java Guru Ravi.
And like also.
And also you can like and share with your friends so that they can also get benefit. But do share this video with all of your friends, right? So that they can get the benefit from the discussion that we have done here. So thank you so much.